Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Brandon. I recently picked up a Harbor Freight wood splitter. We're going to find out today if it's junk or if it was a good purchase. Stick around. Welcome back, guys. So for my regular viewers, you'll know that I picked up a vintage antique Poland 306A chainsaw. I found that on the dump. I'll put a link right up here. So I've cut a pile of firewood with that chainsaw over the summer. This pile here that you see was stacked 2 rows high, almost 5 feet tall. I've got some huge large rounds that I've got to split, and I've cut 2 rows of this all by hand. This is all hardwood, and I've cut all of this and all hand split. All of this stuff that you see here has been all cut, split, and stacked by hand. But I'm getting a little tired of cutting, splitting wood and doing it all by hand, so I picked up this Harbor Freight 5-ton log splitter. Let's open it up and check it out. So this originally went for $299. I used a 20% off coupon, so that took off $60. It cost me $253 out the door. This isn't a sponsored video. I used my own money. And here's the owner's manual and safety manual that you get with it. And there's a few pointers. So you get one of these. This is a like a crush washer for the dipstick for checking the hydraulic fluid level, and you want this plugged into 125 or 120 volt 3-prong grounded outlet. Now I have a dedicated 20 amp outlet in my garage, and I did not I have not tripped a breaker with it, and I've run about 3 cord through it so far. So far so good. Here's the dipstick. We'll talk about that in the video here as well, but yeah, let's get going. Alright guys, we're all set up now. This is fairly simple. So I stood this up on end. This is what you're going to want to do as soon as you get it out of the box. This right here is a fluid reservoir. So this is your dipstick. You're going to want to pull this out, make sure that the fluid is within the right range, and that's when it's on end, when you have it tipped up. It says to, as you can see on the label right here, remove this before operation. That's a vent plug. And at the time of this video, right now, I paid $2.99 for this at Harbor Freight with a 20% off coupon. Let's try it out and see how this thing works. So I have to admit, I didn't have my hopes set too high when I purchased this. It's more of a convenience thing. I've been splitting wood since I was 15 years old. I've always done it. I actually enjoy doing it. It's good work. It just feels good. I enjoy being outdoors, and you know, you always sleep good after a good hard day's worth of hard labor. But for me, I'm getting a little bit older, and you know, work doesn't come as easy as it once did when I was younger or in my teens. So I figured I'd look around and maybe pick up something that's a little bit easier. I still enjoy hand splitting it, but you know, towards the end of the day when I'm getting a little tired, maybe I can cheat a little bit and throw some of this wood in the wood splitter. Well, surprisingly enough, this is only rated for 10 inches, and you can see here that log's 13.5 inches in diameter. It'll also take a log about 20.5 inch in length. Now, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I figured it would probably bind up. Again, this is only rated for 5 tons, and the box says that it will rated for a 10 inch diameter log. And it is plowing through everything that I throw in front of it. Now, this wood isn't super green, but it's not seasoned either. It's probably halfway through the season, and you can see the wood is fairly straight grained. But I threw a bunch of gnarly stuff in it, and it went right through it. Some of it struggled. but it went through. I had two probably 24-inch logs that I just couldn't get it to split, so I broke it free with the splitting maul and then threw the halves in and then split it from there. But you know, for what it is, I like the idea that it's electric because it's one less thing I got to fiddle with carburetors, and this ethanol fuel that we have here isn't the greatest stuff. Now you can see it takes two-handed operation. I'm not a big fan of that. You got to press the button to get the motor going, and then you push down on the hydraulic ram. The one thing I do like is that it auto retracts. It goes back all by itself. Now look at this beast. I mean, you would not even think that it would go through this, but it did. Went through it no problem. That's over 22 inches in diameter. So, and it went through this with ease, no problem at all. And this one is a little gnarly, but all in all, I am completely blown away with this wood splitter. I just wish I would have done this maybe years ago. I do probably, not a lot, 4 or 5 cord a year, all hand split and stack. Towards the end of it, I usually end up renting one because I'm so tired of splitting it, and I just want to be done with it. At first, it's kind of a lot of fun. Towards the end, it seems like it's a lot of work. But a splitter here in my area is $55 a day. So, you know, if I had to rent one for 2 days, there's $110. If I had to rent one for 3, well, we're almost back to the cost of what it would be to buy the splitter, and then you own it when you're done with it. So far, so good. I've run probably close to 3 cords through this, all split. None of it's real easy stuff either. It's all hardwood. It's all big stuff, just like this. Multiple splits. No issues whatsoever. I'm totally blown away with this. I would buy it again in a heartbeat. So if you guys have wood splitting projects that you're doing and you're just looking for something that's portable and cheap to use, doesn't take up a lot of space, you can store it on end. It weighs about 100 pounds. It's pretty heavy. One of the drawbacks, you can see I've got this set up on my trailer. It's super low. So, you know, set yourself up for success. Get it at a comfortable work height. I'm a little bit higher here than I want it to be. But I set it up on this top rail on the trailer just so visually you can see it a little bit better. I actually lowered it down in between to the middle rails so the splitter was a little bit lower and it worked a lot better. But yeah, overall, super impressed with this. I would gladly purchase this again in a heartbeat. So far, it has done everything that I've thrown at it. I can't say enough about it. I'm thoroughly impressed. Guys, this thing is awesome. Totally impressed. So there it is, guys. I hope maybe I gave you guys some information. If you guys are considering purchasing a wood splitter, that you'll feel a little more comfortable with your purchase. You know, it could give up the ghost tomorrow, and you know, but I don't know. All I can say is what I know so far, and I put about 3 cords through it, had 0 issues. Now, I could have got an extended warranty, like a 3-year warranty for like $70. I'm not a warranty guy. You know, chances are if it broke, I'd probably just fix it myself for the price. Even if I get all my wood done this year and I throw it in the trash, I'm still pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, ahead of the game. But I think that this is a well-built splitter. I think it's going to do everything that I need it to do for years to come. So I don't think I'm going to have any issues. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're wondering about any of the things that I'm using, I'll have links down below. You guys can also check me out on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm usually uploading stuff of what I'm doing there before it even makes it onto YouTube. Till next week, guys, stay safe. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day. See ya.